Hello folks, bringing you the second installment in my little tone test series of trying to catch up. That's a thick strap. So this is my, I call it a blueberry burst. Another Tele. It doesn't have the ashtray bridge, has the hard tail like the Tune-O-Matic style. And again, a nice guitar. The action's not quite where I want it, but I'm still working on it, of course. And P90s, these P90s really surprised me. Now, I could be wrong here, but I always thought that P90s were sort of low output. They weren't quite as hot as, say, double humbuckers or even single coils. But this is a pretty hot guitar. So I'm probably just going to do a normal tone test with this one, just kind of go through everything. The things that you do notice on Chinese guitars are the nuts are not very good. The tone and volume pots are not very responsive. It's like full off. So those are some of the things you might want to change on a Chinese guitar. But I rarely use them. If I have to play with the volume, I tend to do it on my Moore G200. But I thought I would just go over first some clean tones. That's the bridge pickup. Go to the middle position. Nice warm sound there. I never thought I'd love P90s as much as I do. So I really love the clean tones on it because it's like the single F hole, it's just sort of hollow from here up, solid from here down. And I think, as I mentioned before, I think it's probably just basswood. Nice sharp Tele sound. Bridge. Middle and neck now. But you can tell that's pretty hot. The last guitar, the red Tele that I just did a tone test on, was not as bright or loud. So I think I'm going to turn my volume down on the Moore here a bit before I hit a hot, dirty sound. So again, this is the bridge. and that's the neck. So it's a really hot playing guitar. Really, you know, good and responsive. So you can do all those cool little tricks with it. But like I say, I'd like the action on the higher frets to be down just a little bit more. But I'm kind of fighting with just a small area buzz when I drop this a little too much. Now I've got the, I think it's a little bit offset. I think the lower strings are a little bit lower than the higher strings, but. But even the low is not too muddy. Nice tone. I mean, I always liked the P90s, but I was always too afraid to buy a guitar with P90s because of, you know, the curse of the 60 cycle hum. And I'm really not having much of a problem with this one. Really good rocking guitar. Not so much your kind of standard Tele, although, you know, when you get to those kind of clean tones, that sort of Tele sound starts to come out of the box a little bit. But you know, it's not your standard Tele like the last one, the red one, which is very traditional. But I'm really liking the P90s. I think you've got some good sound there. Now I did kind of mess up a bit of a muscle there the other day playing with my band. But on this one, as well as I think the next one I'm doing, a couple of them where the neck pickup seems a lot hotter than the bridge pickup, which I thought was kind of odd. Really kicks butt. So this one I'm super happy with. Like I say, I still need to work on getting the action down just a little bit more. It's just a tiny bit too high. Now I think the only really noticeable mistake, well, apart from the fact that they can't seem to look at a picture and know what's going on, was this was supposed to be flame maple neck, which would have made this like this yellow flame maple neck, which would have been beautiful on this guitar. And they forgot the binding, and when they showed me the original picture, it had, like, you could see the paint drips on the wood, and it's like didn't do anything to it. And I said, can you not put binding on it? I said, well, it's too late now. I said, okay, we'll just put some friggin' blue paint or something and like neaten it up because it looks really messy. So that's what they did. They just sort of painted the sort of the ledge or the edge of the sound hole. So it turned out okay, much better. The other one would have been really noticeable because you could see white and blue and white and blue, and it was all like all over the place and just very messy looking. So that's simply a cosmetic issue. And then the action. I haven't really adjusted the The pickups, I don't think they really need it. A lot of times I will play with the pickup adjustment or the pickup height in order to kind of get that tone more where I want it. This one, the volume's a little bit better quality than most of the Chinese ones. But as soon as you tone on full, not a huge difference from like 1 to 10 on it, but it's not bad. I thought they did a nice job. Can't really see much on the back there. But it's the neck has some nice figuring. It's a nice piece of maple. And like I said, this is probably basswood. It looks like slight cross lines here. So that's probably what it is. I'll have to ask him one day. But bridge, neck. But this is definitely not a, I don't think it's really a country playing Tele. This is like a rock and roll Tele. So I'm pretty pleased with this one, I'll tell you, because I'm a rock guy and I like my guitars to kick a little butt.